at some of the ship graveyard, the pictures for the preview for the new DLC.
Mm-hmm.
There's no release date on it yet. It's just like a coming soon type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently the ships are as tall as the crane is,
Oh,
which is like what 7 or 8 stories tall
nice,
compared to
nice.
every other boat that we've had prior, which was only, I think, at most, it was only 3 hull plates or 4 hull plates tall. So these are almost double the size of even the
Bruh.
biggest ship so far.
Bruh. That sounds amazing.
They're looking good.
Mm. Wow. Okay. Hold on. No, I need to copy that and send that to Solaria. Let me copy. So as I try to boot up power washing silver,
English, please.
it doesn't exist. Did you know that? Where, where is? I'm trying to message Solaria.
What are you speaking Jazzanese now?
Shut the fuck up. Nobody asked you, man.
I mean, I am an official Jazz Fox translator.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I remember that. I was so sleepy. Um, let's okay. Let's power wash. Okay, so here's the whole conversation. So this guy that I only see him at night, okay? Because he's nighttime and he's part-time now. That's how he got his like promotion slash raise. Um and he was just tired of working coming in on Fridays because Fridays basically he basically went home at around 10 and then had to get back up at 7 a.m. instead of the normal shift that he normally does because that's how Fridays work because there is no dinner service during Fridays. So here's the bad part. um he's out for a week. Ooh, I didn't fix this. Oopsie. Here, let me fix it. Boink. But so he's funny. I like him. We joke a lot. And then he goes, "Hey, last weekend I saw you." And I go, "Nah, you didn't see me." I literally thought he was joking with me. He goes, "Yeah, you were in this weird onesie, like furry bunny." Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. And he's just like, he goes, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, a big white rabbit." Shut up. He goes, "Yeah, and I saw you." I'm like, "Hey, I know her." And I'm just like, "Shut up." And he's saying this in front of everybody. I said, "Please, for the love of God, shut up." And then everyone's like, "Wait, what? You saw her?" He goes, "Yeah, she was on blank and blank street." And I'm just like, and I'm like, "No, stop." And he goes, "You were walking with some dude. Who was that?" He was also wearing white with like a black jacket. "Yes, I understand. You saw us, okay? Fuck, shut up." He goes, "Who was that?" "Oh, it was just an online friend that we were hanging out IRL because of a con." "Oh yeah. Hmm." But and he was gonna ask me. I knew he was gonna ask me who was this online friend's name, and I just deflect immediately. I didn't even like register it. I was just like, "Yeah, I was in cosplay for a con." He goes, "Yeah, the furry suit." It wasn't a furry suit. He goes, "Yeah, what? Shut up." And then they're like, "Wait, what? What was she wearing?" She was like wearing a rabbit outfit with giant. Shut up. Everyone's wondering what the fuck I was wearing. And he goes, "It's okay. We all have lives outside of work. You do you." And I go, "Shut up." Thank you. I have food.
Yeah, it was a furry suit. True.
I have wonton. Anyways, so yeah, I put it on. Can you see it? Oh, hi. Hi, Nick. I didn't even see chat for like 2 seconds because I was like eating a wonton and my mom was handing them to me. Uh, Hi, Mark. Um, but yeah, but anyways, and now everyone's asking me, "Well, what were you wearing? What are you wearing?" I'm like, "I'll show you a picture later. Please stop." And then he's like, "If you don't want people to see, why were you walking around in it?" I said, "'Cause I didn't have time to change. I was hungry." So yeah, that's what happened. Oh, and his excuse for telling everyone and saying it out loud in front of everyone was, "Oh, well, I don't have your number and I haven't seen you in like a week. And I wanted to tell you that I saw you and that you can't hide." I'm like, "I hate you."
Oh man. I feel
What?
like I have a little bit of secondhand embarrassment for you after that story.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like, well, at least with you, you could say, "Oh, I couldn't even make the excuses it was a Halloween outfit because it was a week, 2 weeks before Halloween."
I mean, you still could have said it was Halloween.
And then the person I'm dressed up next to is completely in normal clothing.
Sure.
I think the worst part is
Oh
that I
man,
couldn't.
you know,
What?
I feel like that makes it even worse though. Because you were in that outfit, he was in normal clothes, and you were following him around.
Yep.
Oh boy, that's not good. That's not a good look.
And then you want to know what makes it worse? What makes it worse is the fact that um, he goes, "So who is that person you were with?" I said, "An online friend." I said, and he goes, "Must be nice." He does this all the time with shit. Like anything. It's like going on break. Must be nice. Must be nice to have a break. Like it's so stupid. Which made me like more flustered. I'm like, "Please stop." Like,
Mm.
and it sucks because I lost that cosplay contest. So I couldn't even say it like I was in cosplay and I won money for it. I couldn't even do that. Couldn't even say like, "Ha, there was a reason behind it." No. Just sad walk of jazz, same, I guess.
Yeah, must be nice.
I hate it. I hate you. You said that on purpose.
I did.
I At least you could get away with like walking around with like in a costume or something because you have a little kid, you know, like you're talking about a 23-year-old next to a next to somebody who's the same age as you and just, bouncing around. And the thing is that when I'm in that outfit, I tend to walk differently too because of the shoes because they're slippers. They have no support. My feet are bare at the bottom. So I'm literally like walking funny because I can't like I can feel everything I step on, so I'm trying to like avoid shit. So you just see this fucking stupid ass girl jumping around in a bunny suit. Somebody please shoot me. I wish my coworker never saw me like that. It would be different to see me in full cosplay. You'd be like, oh, that's sick. No, my mask was in my bag that I was carrying with me because I didn't want to leave it in his car in fear that somebody would like break in for it. Because in the area were in, it wasn't very safe. It's not one of the safe neighborhoods.
Mm.
So it's like, great. So I took everything with me, like my cosplay, my like smoke machine, like I had everything on me. This sucks so much. Yeah, so that's my tale of embarrassment. You feel sorry for me. You're like you did that to yourself.
I'm gonna say no, not really.
Aren't you my friend? Doesn't mean
Sure.
you have. Yeah, you think this is funny, don't you?
A little bit. I mean, would I really be a friend if I lied?
No.
And exactly. See, I'm telling you the uncomfortable truth.
That I looked like a fool.
That it was funny.
Yeah, and it was even worse to the fact that like he's telling people, and we're not being that loud, but the kitchen like is our kitchen, the way it's designed, is like basically completely open where users can see us, right, and hear us sometimes when it's completely quiet. Well, they had turned off the music because people were cleaning and stuff like that, and we were closed. And then the front of house girl, who's my friend, runs in and she goes, "Hey, what? We can all hear you outside." What? He goes, "Yeah, the entire conversation. Me, the managers, we're all listening." Why are you telling me this? I don't know. I thought it was funny.
And so not only was the conversation embarrassing, you had to live it again.
Yeah. I have to show her tomorrow because she really actually wants to see what I was wearing.
Mm.
But she's the only one who actually wants to see it. Everyone else is like, "Oh, a furry outfit. I didn't know you were into that." I'm not a furry. I think he said it specifically like that too to make it worse. There's no doubt in my mind because I know he knows that I cosplay. I know that he knows that I've said that I like Five Nights at Freddy's. He knows where it's from. He's just being a dick. Anyways, tell me a story that's embarrassing for you so I don't feel alone. Have you ever had something happen like that to you?
No, because I don't go places. I don't hang out with people, and I want to be left alone.
Except, oh, actually, the
So,
only place
no.
that you would probably feel that awkward is your last trip for work. You felt really out of place. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Vegas is not my place to be. So I don't ever want to go again.
That was
But
cool though. That
at the
place
same
that you sent
time,
me to pizza.
if I have to go for my job, then I will. But by choice, I don't want to go ever again.
Especially that hotel in particular.
Well, I mean, if I had to go, I would much rather be in a hotel like that. Because there's a lot of really shitty places in Vegas as well.
Mm. I meant the exact
so between
hotel.
a really shitty rundown place and a fancy place where I stand out, I'd rather be in the fancy place that stands out.
Okay.
But it's compromise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to compromise a little bit of discomfort, but at the same time too, it's like I was in my room 80% of the time. Never left. So may have been uncomfortable, but at least I had some peace and quiet. Really all I want.
I still can't believe about that can. You didn't even send me a picture of the can. I asked you to. The blood potion can.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can send you a picture of what it is online.
No, I wanted to see you holding it. I wanted, like, yeah, I thought it was hilarious when you were describing it. I'm like, this is hilarious.
Uh,
Because you had to look inside, or did you just read what was inside?
no, because if you pick it up, they charge you for it.
Oh.
Because it's on a digitally monitored like scale.
Oh.
So the second you pick something up, they'll charge you for it, even if you don't use it or open it or touch it beyond like reading what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But like I was able to see the manufacturer name, and then I just
then
looked it
you
up
looked
online.
it up? Oh my god. That's weird. Digitally, even if, say, you accidentally moved it out of the way, then you'd still get charged? Like, or is it in a place where you wouldn't accidentally do that?
I mean, really have to try to accidentally hit it for you to do that.
Knowing me, I'm a klutz. Oh, by the way, my boss.
It was up on a counter on the second floor of the room. Like you really had to go out of your way to get to it in the first place.
Oh, okay. See, I thought it was easy, but knowing my dumbass, I would end up accidentally charging myself. But so here's the funny thing. So I was in charge of hackables today, and it was a shit show. I'm not gonna lie. Because nothing was prepared the day before, and there was some miscommunication about like what I was supposed to make and like how much of it. So, okay, fair. There was some miscommunication. Whatever. Stuff ended up getting done. My boss was saying, "Don't worry." Like the nice boss was like, "Don't worry, you're learning." And I was like, "Thank God." Because I really didn't want to go back there and be like yelled at because I was stressing the fuck out, and I think he realized I was stressing the fuck out. But so I read recipes. I read them and I make sure that they're done thoroughly. Okay. I followed the recipe for the cornbread to a T. Besides one thing, which was we didn't have enough buttermilk. So we used heavy cream instead, and just to replace what we didn't have. So it's supposed to be like 4 gallons. I had to replace 1.5 gallons because I didn't have enough to make it, and that's fine. But other than that, the recipe was unchanged. Okay, I'm seething over this thing. I'm making sure it's completely mixed. I'm making sure everything is good. Okay. It's flying out the door, and my boss is getting worried, and he's just like, "Please cut them smaller because we need that to last." I'm like, yeah, sure. And still people are taking just as much, whatever. It comes to the end of the day, and there's like 8 pieces, trays left, and he goes, "Good shit." And then everyone starts trying it, and then they're like, "This is the best cornbread we've ever had." And I hear somebody yell, "Who made it?" And then my fucking lead goes, "Oh, that was Jazz." And I'm just like, "Shut up." And then he's just like, and then they're like, "It's good shit. I can't stop eating it." Like literally between the 8 trays that were left, I think the only stuff that got saved in the walk-in, because they wanted to save it for like a pop-up or something, for later in the week, there was only like 5 trays left because everyone was like attacking it. And I was like, "Oh fuck." And it's like, it's so, and I nuked that fucker. So usually people leave it like really light at my work, and I saw it like really light, and I go, "Nah, we need to have a crispy top. We're not doing this." And I waited until it got this like nice golden, nice deep brown color on it. It wasn't burnt. It was just nice and deep brown. And so my knife went through it, and all you hear is a crunch from the top. And everyone was like, "Oh, it's crispy on the outside, but moist and juicy on the inside." Everyone was having a field day with it. And then somebody said we should have her like make more stuff like this. And I go, please. I don't remember that water cooler being here.
I mean, I feel like that's a good thing, though, no?
Okay. The reason why I kept on telling people to shut up that it was good because I don't like the style of cornbread we make because they mix cheese and chives into it. I like sweet cornbread. I don't like savory cornbread. And
It's
I was
fine, but I mean, you should still take pride in
Oh,
the
I
fact that
know.
you did something that everyone enjoyed.
But everyone was complimenting me, and I'm like, I don't understand how you guys like that shit. They're like, what? You don't like it? I go, no, I like sweet cornbread, and I give them like a half smirk, because it's not that I was saying that I think it was shit. I just think the flavor profile is not something to my liking. And then people started laughing because they're like, oh, you're fucking joking, and I'm just like, yeah. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's so good! I can't stop eating it." Even my lead, who doesn't really like my lead doesn't really like me. Like, and he was just like, "It's good shit," and he's stuffing his face. Like he had a huge brick in his hand. He goes, "I'm taking it home," and I'm like, "Go for it, have fun." It was. I'm not saying. I'm not complaining that it was bad or anything. I was just good. But and then I was talking to my boss, and then we made a plan to next time this cycle, because I'm gonna be charged of hackables for the foreseeable future because they added new ones and more, so it's not something that like somebody can do if they have free time. You know what I mean? It's actually stuff you have to focus on. And because of that, I'm now like hackable queen, I guess. Um, and so we are the next like step is to like make sure no waste. So me and my boss were talking, and then he's just like, he goes, well, how many quarts did we use? And I go, I don't know. And then he goes, why don't we measure how many bowls like is a quart? And I go, I can do that. And so 3 bowls to a quart, and we only sold like 7 quarts for one hackable, and then like the other hackable we have we had what's it called, we only sold like 4 of the other ones, so I'm just like, let's play it safe. We could do like 10 and 6. And he's like, oh, that sounds great, because we made like, because it's the first run, they want us to follow a scaled recipe, and the scale recipe was asking for 38 quarts, and the other one was 22 quarts. Way too much. Way too much. And even everyone was saying like, that's too much, and he's like, we have to do it. It's the first run of this menu. We have to follow it. It's okay. We can reduce it after that. You know. The cornbread went a lot, and then I said, and then he's like, you don't want to make the number lower, and I go, no, I would hate to be in a spot where I have to make more. And then, I'm already set up for tomorrow too, because tomorrow we have macaroni salad and pickled cucumbers. I finished the cucumbers before I left today, because the longer they sit in the pickling, the better they taste. And then so I finished that right before, like literally as I clocked out, like I finished that. And then dinner team said, "Oh yeah, as long as you write it on the log, we'll finish the rest." Which basically means they'll just put a label on it and make sure it makes it into the fridge. I'm like, great. So I finished that, and then they after that, ooh, this looks like it's gonna be a lot. Um, after finishing that, well, before finishing that, before I even went on my last break, I'm like, hey, we're making,
Holy shit.
yeah, this is gonna take a while.
Okay.
This might be our night.
Hold on. Clean the gallery tapestries last.
Where's that at?
Oh, it's these big squares up on the wall.
Alright.
So we just have to do the tapestries last. I'll wash around them. That way we just don't have to look at them.
Okay. Anyways. So before we were serving mac and cheese today, and the guy who was making mac and cheese, I'm like, before you throw out the water, do you think you can make 2 bags of just macaroni noodles? Because we have a macaroni pasta maker, like to cook pasta. And me and him know each other, like from my old cafe. So he's like, "Oh, sure, mamas, anything for you." He's an old man. No, you're not late, Ming. I'm just talking about stories from work today. Anyway, so he makes them for me. He goes, "What are you gonna do with them?" And I go, "There's macaroni salad tomorrow." So, and I just started traying up everything he made me, and put it in the refrigerator. So now I'm prepped. I finished one already, one of the hackables, and the next one for tomorrow. That means I only have to do 2 instead of 4.
That's convenient. Half the work.
Easy money. That's what my boss likes to say every time we do shit like that, where we get stuff done. And then he's just like, he goes, "I knew you would be good for this." Like, and he starts telling the dinner lead, the dinner cook. He's like, "Look, she's already done." And he goes, "What?" And he looks at me. He goes, "Yeah, look, she's already prepping for tomorrow." And I go, "What do you mean I'm already prepping? I'm done prepping for tomorrow. The only thing I need to actually like prep and cut is going to be the green onions, unless you guys got it pre-cut." And I looked at him. He goes, "There might be a bag of pre-cut." And I'm like, "Yes." It was very funny. Oh, I'm sorry, Ming. Hopefully you can fix it. But yeah, so they're actually like really impressed. And I'm just like, "Listen, I'm learning. Today was rough, but like at least I'm not going to be so overwhelmed next time it happens." Also, I love prepping for the day before. So if I know I'm going to have stuff that's going to take a while, right? I can prep it on Friday so I can then just dump and go later. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm thinking next time this rotation comes around, I already took my picture for the entire week. This next rotation, if I'm still there in a month, because I'm still applying. Even though, oh, and the great part about this position, you want to know what the best part about this position move is? They hand me what I need, and I don't have to talk to anybody. It's all mine. Like, nobody tells me what to do. You know how nice that is? When all my coworkers are idiots. The tilt tension thing somehow broke.
Tension thing.
Oh. That sounds awful. That sounds awful.
The worst part about that too is that office chairs are really expensive. Like a good office chair. So not only can you not fix them most of the time, getting a new one is often not an answer.
Yeah. I know there's this guy
Sucks.
on TikTok where every time a piece of his office chair breaks, he's like, "Can we fix it with 3D printing?" He's fixed it a couple times with 3D printing. Oh, that's not too bad. $100 is not too bad. I have an office chair. So funny enough, from my mom's old job, they wanted to throw away one of the office chairs that I like to sit on a lot because it had a small hole in the seat. And my mom's like, "Don't throw it away." And they're like, "You could take it." And then she's like, "Cool." So all I do is like, anytime I use that chair, I just have a pillow on it. It's still a good chair. Like, Yeah, so I can't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow should be way easier. I'm thinking for next rotation what I'm going to do, because how long it takes for measuring stuff. I'm going to measure everything out I need in containers and just label them for cornbread, like, on them, so when Friday comes around I can just wheel in the mix, like the fucking giant bowl we have for mixing, and then I only have to get my wet ingredients together, which will work
Yeah.
really well. So, and I can't stop myself from falling. Also, that wonton decided to fight back, and I didn't chew enough, and it scratched the back of my throat. Oh, you want to hear something else I did today? Okay, so my boss was telling me that he's scared of me because I'm a klutz, because he saw me pick up a hot pot and like start pouring it over my cucumbers to get them soaked in the liquid that they need to brine in, basically. He goes, "You got it?" And I go, "Yep, maybe, maybe." And then he's just like, "Yeah, you scare the shit out of me. Why? Because you're an ultimate klutz. You know, they say that you need to get a few burns while cooking. That's how you learn. But you'll get burned anyways. You're
He's
always
not
getting."
wrong.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Um,
I've seen it firsthand.
Shut
He's
up.
not wrong.
No, you didn't. Oh, actually, yeah, when you were helping me and I was standing on top of that fucking cooler thinking it was a safe place to stand and then falling straight through the lid. Yeah, that was funny.
Mhm.
That was funny though. You had to admit, just the comedic screen of like, "I'm fine," because I thought I was dead. I was like, "Oh, fuck you," so I died. Um, but so here's something even more interesting. So he tells me that, and I go, "I'm fine. I'm not gonna get hurt today." That's what I said to myself. Well, somebody bought one of my pins that I had an extra of that I was willing to sell, for like $107, because I included shipping into it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'll pay for shipping." And I ate some costs with the shipping, but not too much, because I wanted it insured and I wanted to make sure it get to the right place. So that was on me for paying the extra charge. But still, if I didn't charge them shipping, then you know, it would have been fucked, you know. But
Mm.
anyway, so I'm packing it with the guy. This is fine. Screaming Fox in the background, yeah. But here's the funny part. So I go in and I'm, "Hi Nick." The person that known me since I was 4 is there. Like, he's like, "Oh hey," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm shipping this out." He goes, "Oh, you sold something?" I go, "Yeah," and he goes, "Oh, okay. Well, let me help you pack it up, because I know if he packs anything, it's gonna be solid." And I got a piece of cardboard, and he's helping me pack it, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna stab the pin through this piece of cardboard." Do you see where this is going?
Yeah, you're gonna stab it straight into your thumb, aren't you?
Yep. Not my thumb, but yes.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So I'm like, "Okay, three." I even count 3, 2, 1, and I'm thinking I'm holding it correctly. I didn't remember about the back prong that's in the middle of the pin, because I had my fingers between the 2 other prongs, and I positioned my other finger right where the other 2 were, like in that gap, but that gap wasn't there because that's where the fucking other post is. Straight into my finger.
Mm.
Straight into my finger.
Why
He
am I
goes,
not surprised?
and I'm like, "Ah!" He's just like, "You got yourself, didn't you?" And I'm like, "Shut up." And then he goes, "Here," and and I go, "What?" And he gets a little sanitizer on his finger, and then he like squeegees like the back of the post, and he goes, "What?" And I look at him. I wasn't bleeding, okay? And he just stares at me. He goes, "Blood is a biohazard." I'm just like, "I hate you. I hate you." Not, here's a band-aid, are you okay? No, let me fix the pin because you're selling it to somebody. I am the ultimate klutz.
True.
Hey, that's
True and
why
real.
that's why it's on my fucking bio, okay? I wasn't lying when I said I am the ultimate klutz. Hey, at least we know it diluted with my mom because you witnessed that firsthand too. Remember? Prevention. Oh shit. Did he have to walk away for a sec? Hello? Did you accidentally mute? What's going on? Why can't I hear you? What? Are you just not talking?
Sorry, I had to respond to something.
Fuck you. I was just like, I thought something broke on my end because of what happened last stream. I'm like, is he not here? No, he's still moving. I thought something was wrong. It's okay. It's okay, Prevention. You can keep your secrets, I guess. I know I'm an idiot. Oh, and I hurt myself at work while I was walking by a corner. I accidentally dinged my funny bone while walking by. It was great. Because everyone saw me go in front of everybody saw me and they're like, you okay? Yeah.
Also, not surprised.
I hate you.
That's okay.
Did you get my package yet?
No. I had to think, because I did get a couple, like, different packages, but nothing from you yet. It could be in the mailbox. I don't know.
I gave you the tracking number for it.
I know. I don't pay attention to tracking, really.
Do I have to check for you?
No. If you sent it out a couple days ago, then it should have arrived. If not today, then it'll arrive tomorrow.
I can't wait until you get it.
I only pay attention to tracking if something that I know I'm getting is late.
Oh.
That's when I care about tracking. Otherwise, who cares if it's 2 days, 3 days? It'll make it.
I think your ping acid was bad. I actually come like. Oh yeah, I've done that. I did that in high school. There's a scar on my no, not high school, elementary. I did it in elementary school. There's a scar on my thumb from it. So here's a jazz story for free. So in 5th grade. 5th?
In 5th grade?
Yeah, sorry. A coworker just texted me. Did in middle school. Yeah, okay. So in 5th grade, you know those old-timey, like, pencil sharpeners that, used to be on the wall, like, mounted on the wall, and they were, like, these 3, like, blades that, like, and then you whirl it, and you hand crank it, and it sharpens your pencil?
Yep.
Okay. Well, my teacher had one. No, I did not stick my finger in it, for those of you you think... So, what happened was, his cover of it was missing because it was an old building and he didn't, it was like cemented into the wall, so he couldn't really remove it. And he's just like, oh, what's the worst that can happen? I was talking to him with my mom, like right there, and I'm just talking, and I'm moving. When I talk, I move my arms around, and I smacked my thumb into it, slicing like my knuckle part of my thumb off.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I do know that when I was younger, like around 4 to 5 years old, I did stick my finger in a pencil sharpener and I did twist it. And then started crying when it actually made me bleed.
Yeah, well,
Lesson
I
learned.
can't say I didn't do something like that because I did, but I think the epitome of stupid for me is I wanted to see what would happen if I stuck a paper clip
Oh,
into an
this
electric
story.
outlet.
Love this story.
So, in the middle of a science lecture, this was like 7th grade, maybe 8th grade year or something. The teacher was just really annoying, so I didn't pay attention. But I thought, hey, we're at one of these blacktops that have these power outlets. I'm just gonna shove a paper clip in and see what happens. Did it? Nothing happened. I'm like, great. That was anticlimactic. So I do it again. But this time I twist the paperclip while it's in the socket, and I blow the socket at the sparks all over the room. It was great.
Yeah, and then you got suspended, right?
Nah, not really. I didn't really get suspended, but my parents did get called. They were like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, it is what it is. Here's what I did. I got in trouble for it at home, obviously, but they didn't get me in trouble or anything in school.
Oh. Well, okay, so funny thing. Because of that story, remember how you were telling me you were fixing the switches in the house?
Yep.
I mentioned that because you said that story in front of my mom, or she knows about the story. I said, oh yeah, he's fixing the switches at his house. I just mentioned it to her. She goes, tell him not to explode himself again. Like,
Nice.
and I was just like, that was one time. I said, I think he's smarter.
Time, like,
I think he's smarter than that now. She goes, you never know.
Shit. Yeah, that was like one time, like 20 years ago. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Man, you're old.
Yeah, I know. I'm a fucking boomer.
You accept it now? Why am I laughing? Because it's funny. The funny thing is that
Man, I'm practically ancient when it comes to internet culture, so it is what it is.
it is what it is. Like he didn't know
As well embrace it.
about the yeah, but you used to fight Michaela every time she called you a boomer.
Yeah, that's because it's just fun fighting with Michaela sometimes.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You know, it's good conversation.
She's fun. Dude, you know what's even sweeter is the fact that okay, so you don't understand. I bully Prevention because he's short. But also like one time, just touch. Ew, gross. I know what that is. But there was this one time Prevention was out here and we were hanging out. We were eating a fucking ice cream, and he inhales a piece of granola from his ice cream that he topped it with. And instead of helping him, and I just sat there and laughed because I thought it was funny. He was choking.
You would rather watch me die than to actually check if I'm okay.
I did. I asked you if you were okay.
No.
No. I asked you if you were okay while giggling. Good. Gross. Go wash your hands. But yeah. So that was also fun. Okay. It's okay, I'm taller.
Not by much.
You will never be taller than me unless you wore your little fucking, like, work boots that you have that I saw you in. And even then, if I stood up straight, we were the same height. You wetting me now?
You standing up straight.
I know. Actually, so funny enough, my mom got one of those bars to help you, like, those yoga bars to help with the back and stuff like that. And I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna use this. 5'9".
Vengeance 5'7".
Wow, that's doxing.
No, it's not. If I say you're 2 inches shorter than me, they can do the math themselves. Doxing is I know where you live. Beep. Like, just says redacted address.
Doxing is releasing any kind of information that is identifiable.
Most. Look it. For
I've
Ming
been
is
around a while, you
shorter.
know.
Yeah, and a lot of people are as short as you are. Get over it. You're not the only short guy I know. There was actually a guy
I do
in.
need to BRB though.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
Damn it! I wanted to argue with you more. Fucked up. This game's. He's fucked up, guy. He's mean. What was that? I was here. Oh. Open chest? That's cool. I think it's already cleaned, but still very cool. Oh, and it makes a little clink sound. That's cool. So can this one be open? I want to clean the floor. I remember when my grandma suddenly realized I was taller than her because she was just in the kitchen and I walk up behind her and she just stared at me and she stood up straight and I go, what's wrong? And the look of just like, oh, my baby is all grown up. Like her suddenly realizing that I wasn't small anymore. Where does the time go? Oh. Say my name, love me. I am trying to. I'm wondering what I'm gonna play this weekend. I might do the demo for that new Danganronpa game that's supposedly releasing called Trial 9 or something like that. Tell me how much you miss me. That's funny. I guess you've heard my song. Oh, I'm too busy for your business. Ooh, shit. Really? You can do that? What happened? I'll say I'm sorry, but it's too late now. I'll save it, get gone, shut up. Wow. Wish I could say that I didn't do dumb things, but I do. And weekend, when the best and past you creeping, find it, I'm only out of call. So I made my decision. Didn't think that it was a decision, I'm through, I'm done. I don't need your love, I already cried enough. I don't need your love, you cry all you want. Time is up, I'll tell you when. Wasn't badly injured, FYI. Oh no, I am assuming if you were, you would say something. About you, no, don't give a damn. You'll be reminiscing on when you were my man, but I'm over you. Now we're all in the past. You scock all you see, cock, but I ain't coming back. You cry all you want. Your time is up, I'll tell you why. You say you're sorry, but it's too late now. Too late now. If I care about you
I'm back.
now. Hi.
Oh, I've done something similar to that, Ming.
Really?
I stuck a 12-volt battery directly into a 5-volt LED without a resistor. Basically, as soon as the switch turned on to let the current flow, the LED exploded and caused a fire.
Oh my
That was
god.
fun.
You guys are crazy.
You just go full throttle with the power. Who needs safety?
This is why people get hurt. But if I slide me through your eyes, maybe I could find a way to forgive all of your lies. I made graphite glow hot right. Oh my god.
Nice.
Did you know that pulling tape apart actually creates like a little static charge? And you can actually see it in a very dark room. It works better on duct tape.
Yes.
I think that's cool. Now I want to know how much you have to do to light something with it. I would be great on one of those channels where you test like experiments and stuff like that. You know, one of those YouTube channels like the King of Random and stuff like that. I would be great. The problem is I would probably be the one getting hurt the most. Don't get me started, Ming. I collect knives and lighters because I'm a fucking pyromaniac, and my mom was worried I was gonna set the house on fire. Hi, Mew. It is I. Yeah, it is you. We were just talking about dumb stories that we'd done as a kid. I also told chat earlier about how one of my coworkers. Thank you for the head patties. Did that work? Good.
You, Wolfie. Hello.
One of
First
that's
time in chat, too.
yeah, that's one of Chiffon's mods.
Oh, I see.
I gave them a bunch of they said they like to bake, so I just sent them a bunch of recipes. Oddly enough, the same ones I sent your wife.
I see.
Yeah. We were just talking about how my coworker saw me and my coworker came up to me today out loud, said in front of everyone, "Hey, I saw you hanging out with," and Chiffon, but he doesn't know their name. You were in a furry suit. Out loud in front of everyone. That was great. The whole story on it. I think, how many knives did we find when you were helping me pack? I wish I could have a cookie.
6.
Besides the 2
6 or 7.
swords,
something
yeah,
like that.
6 or 7, and then there's also like 10 underneath my car seat. Because I keep on
Yeah,
forgetting
I'm
to
not
bring them
counting
in.
the ones you had in your car.
Yeah.
I'm
And
just counting
then-
the ones I found just randomly laying around.
Yeah. And then don't forget the 2 swords that I have.
Yeah.
But those replica Legend of Zelda swords. Mwah, chef kiss. I need another one. I need the broken sword now. Fun fact. I really don't know what those words mean, but I'm assuming that's bad. Okay, this gallery floor is done. This one's done. This one's done. Let's cook this. I love how sometimes it wants to be picky about what's clean, and then other times it's okay.
Yeah. Just be very careful when you're up here. We don't
'Cause of
want to
the
do those
tapestries?
little dirty rectangles up on the wall. The
Yeah.
tapestries. Those have to be last.
I know. I'm trying, but like when you're cleaning out here where you're at, it sometimes you spray over them.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like
Be
moving
careful.
really slow. I really don't want to screw it up and have to do this level again.
Well, like the Alice in Wonderland one.
Yeah.
Man, tomorrow should be better than Mondays are always a shit show. I'm gonna be honest. Like Mondays are always a shit
Well, in theory, next Monday should be easy.
show. Why?
I think for you, anyways. It's Veterans Day.
We don't get that off.
Well, you don't.
Then why would next Monday be easy?
How much does chat know about who you work for?
Google? Yeah, I've said it a lot. Why?
Okay. The Googlers are probably going to have time off.
No, they don't. Our schedules actually line up with theirs.
That's actually surprising.
So they don't the days that we get
Never
off.
mind then.
Yeah, the days we get off are actually now they can take Google actually pushes for a 4-day work week. So that's why sometimes Mondays are really slow, or sometimes they're really busy, so they might take it off, as an excuse. But yeah, the only day that we don't get that Googlers do get is their mental health day, and they change it up every year of what day they're gonna do, but it's like a whole day where it's like take a day off of work for mental health, and it's usually on a Friday.
Mm.
And that day, we get warning 2 weeks in advance that, hey, um, if you want that day off, like, you need to put PTO now, because we won't be serving anyone and we'll only be cleaning all day. So usually everyone just calls off. Oh, I've said it before. Ming. I'm a cafe worker at Google. On Google campus, but I'm hired through somebody else. But yeah, all our days line up, basically. So if we don't have it off, they don't have it off. Just like Columbus Day, even though you had it off and the entire world had it off, it was a federal holiday, we don't celebrate it because uncultured to celebrate it. It's insensitive and blah blah blah. We don't get it off.
Nobody should be celebrating a genocidal maniac like Christopher Columbus. But
Yeah, it's
I'll
okay.
take the free 8 hours of pay for no work. Take advantage of that.
I mean, yeah, take advantage of it, but I'm like, they're not gonna give it to us off, even though it's a fucking federal holiday. That's what I hate. The chandelier's dirty. You see what I'm doing? Nope, don't fall, don't fall. What?
Nothing.
Say it. Say it, you coward.
Surprised you didn't notice that I was spraying you.
You bitch, I thought I was falling. Fucking bitch. You fucking bitch. I thought I was gonna fall off. You're mean. Actually, nice view up here. It's amazing that they don't make us clean this chain, like, up here. Because you can get up here. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is prevention. I told Wolf Mew about you. We exchanged friends
Why?
that have deep voices because they want more friends with deep voices, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have a friend like that, and they're like, oh yeah, well I do too, and then we just exchanged information. I sent the clip about when I said prevention, and then you went, how you doing? It was very funny.
Oh, that's kind of an old one too.
Yeah. That's back when I didn't have my Discord boosted, so nobody could hear you. You could still barely hear you. Okay, now we can clean them, right?
Yeah, so the tapestries are the last ones we have. So that should finish this DLC.
Yeah, prevention hangs out with me on VC a lot. Just because I like kidnapping him. I don't think I've ever would have finished Power Wash if it wasn't for you sitting with me, though. Oh.
There we go.
Oh, it's not playing. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that's a shitty angle. Speaking of what? Do you think we have time to do something else? Let me grab the friendo. Oh,
Mm,
Ming's hurting themselves. Do you think we have time to start something?
I can probably do the Halloween one. I don't know how big that map is.
Well, apparently I don't have it downloaded, so you have to give me a second.
Yeah, it's one of those stupid ones where you have to actually go to the page and then click add to library, even though it's free and it should just download.
Yeah, it should just download. I
Yeah,
even
it's one of
checked. I
those.
double checked too. Give it a second. You're a dick. Stop being a dick. Beep, 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 beep. Ming, stop hurting yourself, please. That would be great. Thanks. Stop me. We're friends and now we're enemies. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna hurt myself anyways. Keep quiet. Oh, and it was all starting because we were talking about how Shafana was talking about how he has a deep voice, and then me and Mew were like, oh yeah, we have friends that have deep voices. We just collect them, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know a couple. And they're like, oh, I know a couple. I'm like, you want to trade? Like, I want more. It was such a stupid thing.
Mm.
Is there a achievement for the DLC?
No, not this one. This
Well,
one is just a free map for seasonal. They only add achievements on the paid DLCs.
yeah, I know. I was just thought I would ask. Because they could have if they wanted to. Okay, I turned on co-op because I guess it kicked you out.
Yeah. Let me here.
We can start it. I don't think we'll be able to finish it. Seems pretty big. Seems like it's mainly the house though. My friend did a character recording. Ooh.
We do get the powerful washer, so it should actually be quick.
Oh yes, never mind. Yes, I was like cycling through and I'm like, didn't see it at first. I wonder if we can finish it.
Did you know that they actually had Power Wash Simulator and all that GDQ?
Hmm?
They did a Power Wash Simulator event at GDQ.
I don't
Games
know
Done
what
Quick.
that. Oh. What happened?
Basically, it's like a community-driven speedrunning event.
Hmm.
And it was a team of 4, I think, doing the SpongeBob DLC.
Yeah, but I thought they maxed it out where you can't do it anymore.
No, all the DLC stuff is basically free play. Or no,
No, it's not.
you're right. If you do the, because I think you can do it in free play mode.
Only after you complete it first. So they had to
Yeah,
have
once you completed it once.
copies, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I do want it, Mew. Perimeter guard. Look at the gargoyles, a fucking cat. I love it.
Speaking of voices, you wanted me to record something for you, didn't you?
That was a long time ago. It was a funny joke between what happened at the con when we blew up the bathroom. The bathroom blew up on us.
Oh. Okay, I wasn't sure if you're still waiting on me to do something.
I mean, you can if you want to. It was just basically you saying the word damn hardest part of the job. It's just an inside joke between me and my friend, but we need somebody with a deep voice.
Hmm.
Why won't it? Fuck you. About you on the tree. Heads up, it's 18 plus audio. Yes. Is it horny material? I've been ungodly horny lately. I love. I realize what I say after I say things.
I mean, at least your stream is tagged 18 or
Yo, yeah.
you won't be banned for it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Hey, but I'm not like talking in depth. I just said something random that popped into my head. Oh, I'm gonna do escape rooms this weekend. Enjoy.
Sounds like fun.
Yes. It's a local shop too, so I don't know what I'm in for.
Hmm.
Your local shop was cool when I was over.
Yeah. Yeah, the owners are really good people. We've been there since they opened. We've done every single room that they've had. We've even provided feedback on like what worked and what didn't. And they use that incorporated the feedback into the next rooms they built because they do it all by hand.
That's so cool. That having
Really
playing
cool
there
people.
was fun. Oh, they finally opened the franchise place over here though. The one that is over there that we went to with the Scooby-Doo one.
Yeah, yeah.
They finally
The
opened one
Gambit
over
Social
here.
Club.
Yeah, the one at the Gambit Social Club, but it's not that. It's
Hmm.
Escapeology.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
they piggyback off of other social clubs, but yeah.
yeah, they finally opened one over here.
Hmm.
And they have right now, I think they have a another murder mystery. Last time I was checking at it, it looks like they have some like pretty cool stuff. It has some new stuff, yeah. I can't wait. I kind of want the funny thing is that I kind of want to record a spicy audio, but then I'm like, oh, but then people will know me for that.
Yup. Unfortunately.
Yeah, there's a girl who's like popping off on like on Twitch or like TikTok because she's like the most watched on Fansly. Like 2 of her streams are like the most watched because she did a stream at being dumb of like having a toy and beating like the hardest boss in like Elder Scrolls or something like that as a joke.
Elden Ring.
Yeah, Elden Ring.
Yeah.
As a joke, and now she's like the most watched. She's like, please somebody save me.
Yeah, well. Sex sells. Shouldn't sell as well as it does, but it does.
And it sells better for women too. Oh, look at it! Spells Halloween. That's so cute. Happy Halloween. Oh, it's so cute. That's a cute. Fun fact. Oh, that's so cold. But I'd rather be cold than hot. Audio in DM. Yeah, I don't think I can play it on stream, but I will listen to it later and I'll tell you about it. Ooh. I am so tempted to play it. Oh, it's only like it's only a minute long. I don't know what the context holds in it, and you said plus 18, so I don't want to click it. I want to click it, but I don't want to click it.
I think you can wait.
No, I can't wait. I need it. No. I have self-control, kind of. Ooh, so you know how I like write online chatbots, right? Well, somebody asked me for like an infection bot or basically zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
Oh.
Seems reasonable enough so far.
But I'm like, I don't really know much about zombie apocalypses because I don't really like play games or like watch shows with that besides like being into like telltale games like The Walking Dead, and even then I wasn't like, I was more into the story than the whole zombie thing, right? But you know, a game I was really into and I actually like looked into a lot of it, The Last of Us.
Mm.
So I made
Okay.
Bakugo, and then I just made a Izuku bot, like Deku bot of like them in the Last of Us series. So it's not zombies, it's the cordyceps. And I even made my own like if they had advanced 5 years, here's like some new like ones that you could run in that aren't part of the show or game. It was great. I don't know how Izuku's doing because I just released him like before stream, but Bakugo blew up. He got me on page 7 of trending. So. And they have a trending that's only for the past like 24 hours it's been live. So yeah, he got me on page 7. And I was just like, damn. And that's with the servers being up and down all day yesterday and today. I was just like, that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, you're popping off.
Yeah, I hope he gets more because it was just, yeah, I mean, it was just bad timing when he got released and stuff like that. But oh, I can't wait. Mew, I'm gonna say this. Me being like the person I am, I don't think I'll actually be like ooh la la on that voice, that clip you sent. If it's asking for the girl to be in charge. Just saying. I don't mind me. I like to be taken care of. Anyways, I had a weird dream a couple nights too. That I woke up and I'm like, why was that like kind of spicy but kind of not spicy? And where's my brain going with this? And then I just kind of forgot about it, and that was great. I don't have to question where my sanity is. Guess what? It's not
Seem to
here.
be having a lot of those.
What do you mean?
You seem to be having a lot of those lately.
Questioning my sanity or weird dreams?
Both.
I hate you. I haven't had a weird dream in a while.
I don't know, you just told me about one the other day.
Really? I don't remember telling you about one.
Yeah. It was like maybe a week ago? Week and a half, maybe?
I don't remember this. Why don't I remember this? What was it about? Did I text it to you?
No.
No?
You called me.
Did you answer?
Yes, otherwise how would I have known you told me something weird?
No,
course I
well,
answered.
no, because you could have had it on voicemail. Oh, I remember. It was about work. It was a weird work dream. I remember now. I called you and it was one of those days I was also having like major stress issues. Because of that dumb bitch from work. Good thing she's not there. But Salad Bar's struggling. They only have 2 people. So. Feel bad for them, but I also like... Yeah, there's... What can you do? She's not at work. People think that she quit or got fired already. I'm just like, she just hasn't shown up. We don't know why. And we're not gonna know why until they replace her. Oh, I had my little, so I told one of the receivers are kind of my friend, and I help them with shit when they ask and stuff, so they help me out a lot. And when I got in, they're like, hey, the first thing, I'm not even clocked in yet. They're like, hey, you're back, and I go, yeah. And then before I even ask, they're like, she hasn't been back since you left. And I go, really? And they're like, yeah. And I go, how's Salad Bar? They're like, struggling. And I'm just like, oh, thanks. And they're like, no problem. We were your eyes. And I'm like, okay.
Mm.
And then they found out that I'm no longer on Salad Bar, and they're like, you must be happy. And I'm like, I'm not. I still want to leave. And then they're just like, they were laughing so hard.
Better situation, but not a better circumstance.
Yeah, I would say. I just can't. I'm at that point where it doesn't matter where they put me at this point. I've had enough. You know? At first it was like, man, if I'm just not on Salad Bar, it makes it easier because I'm doing other things and I can focus and I can have different tasks, you know? You know, and it's not the same repetitive shit that's gonna stress me out all the time. Like, no, I'm at that point where I'm like, fuck all of you. I want to leave. I don't care what you give me. Although this new like little position they gave me, it's really nice. I do like it. I was stressing out majorly earlier though. I wanted to cry. I was just like, because I feel bad. I feel bad when I'm not able to finish it. Because it's like I'm trying. It's not like I'm goofing off and I'm like talking to people. I'm literally trying and I feel bad. Does anyone understand that feeling of just feeling bad even though like you tried your best? Just silence.
Man, there's some really skinny parts up on this roof.
Yeah.
Actually, really annoying.
Why didn't you show this with her as well? You mean annoying to clean?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I want cheese sticks. I was talking to my mom and I was telling her and I was showing her how well Stream is like managing it through an iPhone is. And she's like, "Are we getting another iPhone?" I'm like, "No." And then I'm like, and I just stared at her. She's just like, she, you know, and I look at him and he looks at me. It was just like we were just staring at each other, and she's like, "Are you sure about that?" And I go, "Well, I mean, I don't mind getting an iPad. Because I want to do art." I feel like my art has been really stifled on my phone. It's just I don't know. Because I like to play the mind game. Give me my brains. By the way, I'm slowly filing away at the screw holding in the spring of the old office chair. Oh, you're trying to fix it. Good luck. Where are you? Wrenchen, where are you?
I'm at the back of the house.
I'm on the roof.
I was on the roof, then I fell down. So now I'm doing the back of the house.
Hey, you see me? I'm over here. Hi. Hi.
Aye.
Tell me how you hate me, hate me. Still trying to replace me, chase me, chase me. Dude, the Winchester Mystery House is really cool. That was fun.
Mhm.
So you said you knew a lot about it. You want to tell me stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I know generally like the history of the building. The fact that I think her name was Mary Winchester.
Mm-hmm.
She was the widow of the Winchester.
Yeah, rifle. Like
I don't
William?
remember his name, but
Isn't it William?
yes, something like that. But basically, he died, and she inherited
All
kind
the
of the
money.
house and the Winchester fortune and all that. And after he had died, then she had gotten into like seances and trying to
Spiritualism.
speak to spirits and dead people and shit. You know, the whole spiritualism movement at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that the person that she went to for a reading had told her that I guess that the spirits,
Killed by the rifles.
yeah, killed by the rifles would basically seek their revenge. And the only way to not be killed by those spirits was to continuously add on to the house. So she would pay for parts of the house to be built, and then as soon as it would be built, then she would have a new part of the house built or remodeled. So it's constantly under construction.
Yeah.
Which is why they're still finding, even today, they're finding rooms that they didn't know existed before.
So I think now, it's completely open.
I don't know.
That's what they
that
were
may be
telling
true,
me.
but I just remember that there was a bathroom that you could see, but there was no way to actually get in.
Yeah.
And at the time, they were still trying to figure out, like, is it possible to get in through some hidden door or mechanism?
Are you talking about upstairs? It was an upstairs, like in their like
don't-
seance room.
I don't remember where it was in the house. I just remember that it was a bathroom that had, when you looked into the room, you could see 4 doors, but then those doors didn't actually go to anything. There didn't appear to be any way to get into the bathroom, even though there were doors that appeared to be out of the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, so when I went, they actually have everything open now. Apparently the tours that I went, so I went to the regular tour and then the Explore More tour where they take you like off the regular roped path that they have. And you only miss 3 rooms and that's because they're just they're so out of the way, there's no like way to go to them. But you can go through them but there's no like talk about the room during their haunted mansion, because now they're doing a haunted mansion. And there's like animatronics and everywhere and they try to scare you and you're not allowed to like take pictures or video because they want it to be a surprise and stuff like that. But they're literally all over the house while you do the regular tour, and it was driving me nuts because there was like pictures I couldn't take because there's the fucking animatronic in the way. I was just like, I think you saw some of them too. There was like a mummy one that like out of its sarcophagus or something like that. And I was like, actually, funny enough, so some of the interesting things that they were talking about is there's a dog I sent you a picture of. Did you go through those pictures that I dumped into the DMs?
I looked through some of them, but I haven't had a chance to like
Finish?
really go through them all in detail and really take them in.
Yeah, there is a
Just
picture
haven't had
of like
time to look.
a portrait of a dog. There's like a bunch of pictures, like they're all together, like they're one after the other. And there's one of a dog, and that's because when she bought the property, she found a dog. And his name is Zip. And they actually sell like little plushies of him in the store, like one plushie, but it's big.
Cute.
Yeah, and he looks like he's he's one of those dogs that have the hair, the special hair. So I'm thinking Yorkie. I'm just thinking Yorkie because that's what he looked like. He was so cute. They actually have a real picture of him. Bolt open. Yeah. So that was fun and interesting. And then what's it called? Oh yeah, and then they were talking about how when there was the earthquake. Do you remember there was a major earthquake over here in California? Don't remember
There's been a lot of them over
like
the
a
years.
major one back when Winchester was still alive.
I mean, there was a lot of them.
Can't remember which one it was. They said which one, but it's slipping my brain. But it was a major one, and Winchester was asleep during the time of the earthquake, and then so she got woken up, and she took it as a sign of the spirits were telling her that she spent too much money on the front of the house. But the coolest part about that, when they were telling us about that, was that she got trapped in that room, and they actually had to
Oh,
use a
yeah.
crowbar to get her out.
Okay, yeah, you're talking about the San Andreas fault quake in 1906.
Yes, that sounds correct.
Yep.
Yeah, and then they had to bust her out with a crowbar, and there's still they have the original door still, and the door has the marks of the crowbar still like indented into the door.
Yep, I believe it.
It's so cool. I think I took a picture of it. And they have like a that eagle that's original to the house. Didn't take much pictures outside, but that's a free. You can walk around there. And my mom wants to go on a flashlight tour where they basically give you flashlights. There's a bunch of guides like posted around the house, and you could just walk around the house wherever you like. Unguided like self tour in the middle of the night because they give you flashlights. I think that would be fun.
That's pretty cool. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, but they only do it for limited time. So when they have them, you have to like book it. And my mom was really bummed that they didn't have it, and it's because they usually have it during Halloween, and they didn't have it. And my mom was talking to one of the workers. They're like, yeah, the new Halloween, then like the haunted tours that we've been doing with the animatronics took over the spot that it usually takes. And I'm like, my mom was all bummed, and I'm just like, we can just come back. And she was still bummed about it. Oh, and then here's something fun. So another thing that happened was they were talking about when I was at the house. They were it wasn't like what is it called? Ugh, it's slipping my brain. God damn it. Oh, there's 3 cats on property. Spring unlocked. Good job, Ming. There's 3 cats on property. One Siamese, one I think multicolored cat, like a and then one orange cat, and I couldn't find him, and that made me sad. But his name is the orange cat who's super friendly is like his name is like Mr. Popsicle or something like that.
It's cute. Speaking of all like haunted shit,
Mhm.
there's a a spot. I think it's in San Diego, called the Witch's Tower.
Ooh.
That's the one thing that at some point I do want to go take a look at. Specifically, like after midnight.
Ooh.
I don't know what's TOS or not with respect to that particular site in California, but
I mean, TOS is sexual content.
yeah, well, this has like details of like human sacrifice and shit associated with it.
Yeah,
That's where
let's not. Yeah.
yeah,
Just
that's
in
where I
case.
think there's probably some lines being crossed, but yeah,
Just in
that's
case.
the one.
You
That's
should
the
come
one
over
spot
here.
I'd love to go take a look at sometime.
Dude, you should make a trip over here and do it, and then I'll go do it with you. Because me and my mom love spooky shit. I had to, you know what's crazy? Okay, so I know like, not everyone believes in like spirits and blah and ghosts and all that stuff, but I do, and I think it's cool and stuff like that. The thing is that so what they do is they recreate the shaking and audio in that room during the San Andreas, like in the room where she was sleeping in, and where the fault, and they actually like recreated, like they have, I felt the rumbling on the floor, but I don't know if that was like on purpose or not. But they have a speaker that like is like breaking glass and like rumbling and all this other stuff, right? I kid you
Mhm.
not, I swear I heard like several people screaming, "Run." And I was like,
Mm.
but nobody was talking. But the guide was talking about how like this is where it happened and it was very scary time for her, and but I swear I heard like multiple voices screaming, "Run. Run, it's falling." And I was like, fuck. I was just like, I don't know. It wasn't part of the audio, and nobody said anything. And I'm like, I looked at my mom, and she's like, "What?" And then she's, because I guess I had a look. And I'm like, "You didn't hear that?" She goes, "Hear what?" And I'm like, "Oh, great, crazy." We also went on Halloween too, so that didn't help. Ooh, I fell, and now I'm frozen. I don't know. What do you think? Think I experienced something?
You didn't.
I
What you
didn't.
experienced was a speaker playing audio.
No, but nobody.
If not purely the psychological,
Yeah,
aspect of it.
I know, but it was still kind of creepy.
You imagined people screaming while the story was being said, and your brain literally was tricked into like hearing things that weren't actually there.
I mean, it was still creepy. Gotta give it.
I'm not taking away from the experience. You can do whatever you want. You can believe whatever you want.
Yeah, it was cool though. I had fun. Anyways, it's just. Woo. Have you ever experienced anything like ghosty?
Have I experienced things that I could not explain? Sure.
Mhm.
That doesn't mean it's go.
I said ghosty.
I mean, I've experienced your cat, Ghosty.
I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you. Why did I knew you were gonna
You
fucking
should
say
have
that too?
expected that.
I fucking hate you. She's a weirdo though. Gotta give credit where credit is due. She's a fucking weirdo. Remember she came over to us with screaming with a toy mouse in her hand?
Mm.
Or the fact that she wanted to eat my potato chips. And she thought they were delicious while all the other cats were staring at her like she was crazy. Did I tell you that I found out she likes dog treats?
Yeah, you told me the other day.
I sometimes wonder how I raised her and why she's such a weirdo.
Speaking of which, your cat wants to kill me.
Cranberry? What did she do?
Yeah, I swear. She has run in between my legs in the middle of me walking, carrying sharp and or heavy things so many times. I swear she has it out to kill me.
I don't think so. I think she wants your attention. She's very affectionate. That or she's
Yeah.
telling you to give her back. Send me home! I only tolerate you humans.
She only tolerates me for food.
Dude, you know, if you tap a can in front of her, she'll go ballistic. I didn't realize I was struggling over here and that's super tall. I didn't even know it. Oh no, Ming. Whatever
You
are
have
you
nothing
gonna
to do.
do yourself.
Give me a
That sounded
suggestion.
wrong. Ooh, yes,
Yeah,
a
don't
suggestion.
do that. I mean, you could, but probably don't. Yeah, so read a book.
Yeah, why are you asking us? We're a bunch of losers. Had a
I
full
mean, jazz is all right, but I'm a fucking
piece
loser.
piece of shit loser. Who couldn't even have fun
Yeah.
in Vegas.
Well, that's because Vegas is a
No, but-
giant shithole.
Didn't you have fun at the Coca-Cola store? I hate you, by the way.
It was interesting, sure.
You didn't do their like Coke tasting that they have, where they like try like weird flavors of Coke.
No, they didn't have anything like that going on.
I remember that happening, but it was before COVID, so maybe they got rid of it.
If they do have that, then it wasn't when I was there.
It's something niche. You have to actually ask.
Hmm.
And all they do is they give you like a bunch of little cups with like taste sample soda in it. That's why me and my mom didn't do it. But it's like a bunch
Oh,
of different
I see.
flavors of Coke.
That's probably why I didn't see or hear anything about it then.
Yeah, and it's in their like
'Cause
little
I was
mini
having
food
to talk
court.
to people. So,
Yeah.
that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, and you can only tolerate me and your wife.
Yeah, it's very few people I can talk to. Feel okay talking to.
Like I said, you can only
Which
tolerate
is
me and your
awkward
wife.
because I'm up here on stream.
Yeah, but you're not talking to anyone. You're talking to me, and you pretend that nobody else exists.
That's not true. I wouldn't pretend that other people don't exist. It's just
You
your
can.
stream. I'm not the streamer.
You should stream again.
I am not a streamer, period.
You should stream again.
I don't have to worry about any of that.
I did tell Twirl that you did stream like once or twice, and they were proud of you. What? You have it where it deletes the VOD anyways.
Well, I have it where you can't clip, you can't do anything. There's no VODs aren't being deleted because they're not being recorded. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel really weird about even suggesting or making mention of a stream, even the rare occasional streams, to other people who stream.
Hi, Beeve.
I just don't like it. Hello, Beeve.
I get it. I mean, I really don't open VC much, and when I do, it's rare. Me and Prevention or in a private one. How are you two? We are great.
I'm okay.
He's okay because he's a loser.
Yeah. True.
You know, the best way to get prevention is to just start complimenting him. That's when his brain
Shut up.
implodes. Did you just tell me to shut
I
up?
hate that.
You
I
hate me?
hate that so much.
What? That being complimented is your weakness? It's your
No,
fucking kryptonite.
no, just don't. It's just weird, man.
That's
don't
why
like
you
it.
didn't. That's why you didn't respond to me when I texted you like, how great of a person you are. That other day.
Yeah.
Because I said that that we really appreciate you, and you're like, I doubt it, and then I listed all the reason why we should appreciate you, and you just ignored that whole text.
Yep.
I hate you.
That's actually exactly right.
I hate you. All you need to. I didn't mean to jump like that. Oh well. I mean, if you complimented me, I'd probably do the same thing. So. I don't know. Rose is a mod. Read chat. Read chat, please.
Okay. All right. I've heard a lot of descriptions of what people thought my voice sounded like. That has got to be the most creative description that I've read so far.
Prevention. Your voice is
Well
like
done, sir.
silk
Well done.
and butter. Had a child and went to a Buddhist monastery to learn Zen, and then dropped a couple. That's fucking hilarious. Ming, that the stream where you joined VC and got dragged into was an accident. Which wasn't supposed to do that. But it was fun. I don't do open VCs very often. It's usually just for me and my mods. And Rose joins me at random, so there's nothing really I can do about it. Oh, so you missed the lanterns, by the way, on the apothecary.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Dude, that's the best. You should read that out loud so I can clip it.
No,
Why?
I'm not going to do that.
That it's the best description I've ever read.
Because then you're going to hold it over my head.
Oh, well, look at Bean's
And you're
gonna hold it
gonna
over
play
your head. I'm gonna take that as a reaction as a casual admission that I'm 100% correct. This is Prevention's origin story. It's your streamer lore. We have streamer lore for you.
Can't have streamer lore when you're not a streamer.
But you've done like 3 streams.
That's not the point.
Oh, I won't hold it over your head. I will just definitely hold it level to your with your head. Shit, agile. Oh, that was beautiful. Which one's is the conservatory?
I can just imagine like Beef being like a late 80s, early 90s b-boy on the streets with a big boom box on it, like right
He's
next
in
to his ear.
agile. He's in agile. He can't hear
Yeah,
you.
I know.
That's the point.
That's why I'm saying it now.
You're a dick. Conservatory windows? One of these are dirty.
Yeah, it's somewhere back there. Front turret window frames. There it is.
There, I found the conservatory one. You found the... Okay, there it is.
Yeah, I found the other one. Yeah, this map was actually not that long
No,
at all. It's pretty quick.
wasn't that bad.
There's some really weird angles on it.
Yeah. Oh, look at ad break is finishing now. Perfect time. We'll think about it, Ming. Okay. It's time to end here because you need to go to bed and I need to go to bed. Who can we raid to? Do you have anybody?
Let me take a look. See who's streaming. No, Twilight Fox is streaming. Oh, look at that. Jazz Fox is streaming.
I hate you. Look at the cute thing that Twirl made me. Look at how cute she is. She's so cute. I love her. She's gonna sit right. Oh, look at I have an idea. Yeah, let's reach it. Prevention. Fuck. Prevention. Do you want to look at stream for a second?
Yeah, I see him wearing you as a hat, apparently.
You have a hat.
What's up with that?
He has a hat.
Hmm.
He's not amused. It's so cute. You can definitely tell the difference in our art style now too. Because isn't yours like really old?
Yeah. Like maybe 2, maybe 3 years. That.
You can tell a good difference. The shading's different on the hair.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's see who's live. This is such a chat. Prevention is such a jazz buttered silk child smell. Always in different attitude, like a mysterious. Prevention, you're getting roasted.
Yeah, I can see that.
You're getting honey roasted. Ghost Cat is like.
We need to do another golf night with everybody.
Yeah, we need to.
That shit was
roasted
fun.
with appreciation.
Too long.
I want to do one once a month, though. We did one last month. We can try to attempt to do one this month. It would have to be on a weekend, though, so then everyone can like come and go as they please. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Agreed.
And we need to drag Solaria with us too, so then she can like take her anger out on you. Last time I didn't
Should
ask her to.
probably watch.
Let's raid somebody who's with Twilight because I haven't because I raided Twilight recently, so let's raid somebody else.
Looks like he is streaming
With Fallen.
Kathir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna raid Kathir. Okay. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Saturday, you know how it is. I'll try to plan something. Maybe we can do something in 2 weeks, or we'll do a massive golf game again. And I'll try to get people involved again.
That sounds like a plan to me.
That sounds like a plan to me. I'll start posting it. Let's go. Bye.
See you later, chat.
Oh, they have a shared